Namaste. Those who have already heard the previous video of my journey from Delhi to this place, I also wanted to share the other details that I excluded from that video to keep it short. When I got down at the metro station for Anand Vihar bus stand, there a person came up to me and asked me where I was trying to go. And when I told him that I was going to Anand Vihar bus stand, he said that, well, I'm going the same way and you can come with me. And I followed him all the way to the bus stand. And even after reaching there, I saw that the bus stand was such a huge place, and which I didn't know before, and buses which were going towards different directions had different areas of standing and waiting. And the person asked me which place was I going, and when I said that I wanted to get buses towards Uttarakhand, he also guided me, showed me all the way where that place was, where all the buses towards Uttarakhand was. So that was very helpful to me. Later on, when I sat in the bus which was going for Haldwani, it was waiting at that time in the bus stand. I had already told you that this lady Priyanka Joshi, she had come up and she sat beside me. Now actually what happened was, she was sitting in some other bus, and which was also going towards Haldwani, and she was told that this bus will start earlier than the bus in which she was sitting. And so she got off her bus and came up this one where I was there, and she sat just beside me. Because her bus actually started earlier and it left the stand, and she became very angry, and she started to scold the conductor that you lied to me and you wanted an extra passenger, and you brought me up to this bus, and see, that one left earlier and your bus is standing still now, and this and that. But you see, it was all divinely managed, isn't it? Like, I needed her help, which I found out later. So maybe it was divine, thing that she came up and sat beside me. And she was also very devotee lady, so immediately we started to talk, and we got acquainted with each other. And this bus in which we were traveling, this bus didn't actually take us completely to Haldwani, because all the passengers had left, got off before that, and there were only 2 or 3 passengers, like we and maybe 1 or 2 left on the bus. So the bus said that we will go directly to the garage and you can leave here, get off the bus from here. And it was just maybe a 15 minutes more journey towards Haldwani main thing. And so the bus left, made us get off, and it left. And because Priyanka Joshi was there with me, otherwise I don't know, if I was alone, I don't know where I would have gone and what I would have done in that situation. But since she was there with me, she immediately took me under her care, and we both together we went to Haldwani main city. And she also, naturally, that I had already mentioned, that she said that you stay with me for the night, have a good rest, and next morning I'll arrange for you to leave for whichever pilgrimage place you want to leave for. So the next morning she called up her brother, who lived in the neighboring house, and she asked her brother to drop me off at the bus stand of Haldwani by his own personal car. So he came up and he took me, and just outside the bus stand, when we reached there, the bus towards Almora was leaving, and I said, well, I'll take this bus and I'll go. So the rest was all. I had already told the rest of it. And at Almora, nothing happened as such. In Almora, it was all good. I got off at Almora. I bought some biscuits, filled up my water bottle, and When the next bus, which was towards Bageshwar via Takula, when I got on that bus, and when it was going, passing by this highway, at that time, what I said in the earlier video was that I felt like getting off, but what happened was it was such a intense uneasiness that I felt almost kind of sick. It seemed that as if I might collapse any moment, and I had to get down the bus. Like, it was that I just couldn't sit in the bus anymore. Got off at the exact spot in which I needed to get off, so that I could see the temple gate, the small hilly temple gate from there, in which I stayed for the next 9 days and 9 nights. And during that stay, though there are leopards and tigers and wild animals, wild boars here, and snakes, this place is full of snakes, but during those 9 days and 9 nights when I lived in that hilltop temple, I didn't see any wild animal, no snakes, nothing. And so no problem at all staying there. And for those 9 days, every day during the first 6 days, every day somebody or the other would come up, filling up my water bottle, giving me water, or giving a packet of biscuits or a packet of snacks, or something to spread and sit on. There was even a girl who came up to me and she said that, well, my village is down the valley, and if you want I can bring you sweaters and blankets. But since I knew that I will move on from this place, and this is not the place which mother meant for me, so I said, no, don't bring anything, because I'll move on from here soon. And on the 10th day, as I had already said, on the 10th day, the villagers of this village, they met me and they brought me up to this village. When I was coming to this village, all the time during coming here, trekking down the hill, I kept praying that let it not be so that I would be staying with men, because 10 years at the ashram, staying away from men, I had it was uncomfortable to be with men for me. And the arrangement was made as such that there was this mother and 2 daughters only, and it was arranged that I would live with them. So every tiny bit was taken care of. That is what I mean, that the divine takes care of everything. All the villagers, they started to contribute in whatever way they could. Like, someone would give a blanket, somebody else gave a sweater, some person gave utensils to cook. When this dharmashala was being arranged for my stay, it was amazing at that time. Thank you for hearing. Namaste.